On this episode of The Wildlife, we're taking to these seas in a manner that is traditional to this water for thousands of years.
Angled right into these waves. I don't want to get spun around, and I definitely don't want to get sucked into these eddies.
We're gonna go on a quest to look for some of the largest carnivores that live in this area. Look over here, over here, over here. There he goes, there he goes, there he goes. And we're gonna encounter some playful creatures that live near the shore. You're gonna see rough water.
Right now it's just kicking me all over the place.
As well as beautiful, serene ocean. You're gonna find out why this area in particular is so special.
Let's get crazy!
The Wildlife is presented by Fred Meyer.
This ferry from Anacortes, Washington to Friday Harbor is certainly the most popular way to navigate the waters around the San Juan Islands, but far from the only way. Every morning brings adventure seekers to the bustling harbor. Today, we're a part of it.
Well, here we are. Came up here a little while ago and we did the scuba diving in Friday Harbor, but who knew that this place was also a great place to come to do some sea kayaking. So today I'm headed out with my buddies from Discovery. We're gonna hit the ocean. I'm getting suited up right now. I'm gonna slide into my dry suit. And we're at the end of Turn Point. We're gonna head out here around Turn Island. And this is the San Juan Channel, and we're gonna head north and go up to Jones Island, where we will be camping overnight. So I'm pretty excited. The water can be a little cold, so I'm gonna get all this gear on, make sure I'm nice and warm and dry, and then we're gonna shove off and have some fun.
If you were with us for our diving trip, you'll remember that we were wearing dry suits. Kayaking out here, you're going to battle some waves, and there's always the chance of an unplanned swim. So you'll want your dry suit for this adventure too. A good base layer or two can help you keep warm, and you'll want a dry suit that's easy to move in.
Last order of business. I'm all suited up. I've got to get my gear in the kayak, because when we get to Jones Island, the only thing I get to use is what I take with me. And as you can tell, there's not a whole lot of space, so I want to fill every inch. Start by loading in the back, and I really want this to be even. Really don't want to have everything on one side, because then the kayak sits like that. All right, got my tent. In here I got all my water, food, and camping supplies. Get this bad boy to squeeze in there. Last but not least, got the shoes. All right. Let's go see what we can find in the San Juan Islands. This harbor here has an abundance of seals, seagulls, bald eagle, and if we're lucky, we might see some whales. So I'm pretty excited. Gonna get out here, go around the point, see what we can find.
But the first and most important seal is the one that keeps the water out of the kayak. It's called a spray skirt. When I'm ready to go, I'll attach it to the boat's cockpit.
All right, gotta adjust my pedals real quick because my kayak has a rudder. So, keep my feet in here. Kinda want them to be just a movement with your toes. You don't want your whole legs to be shoving on this. Just some easy, relaxed. There we go. All right, everything's adjusted. My rudder's good to go. Paddle set together. Let's go have some fun. The beauty of kayaking, I mean, the appeal to be out here really is the intimacy that you feel with your surroundings. I mean, there's the smell of the water, the sounds, the birds, the seagulls, and just the connection. I mean, you can feel the rise and fall of the waves. You feel connected.
I'm paddling along just 15 minutes into my journey, and I discover that I'm not alone.
Look over here. You see that spout? A whale just came up over there and spouted up out of the water. You're just paddling out here on the ocean, just minding your business, enjoying the day, and all of a sudden this spout comes straight up out of the water. It was a big spout too. Look over here. Oh my God. I'm pretty fired up. I mean, I think there's definitely orcas in this chain here. So I'm gonna go see if we can find it.
The adventure gets even more intense in a moment.
There it is, right there. Just keep going. Oh man. Look over here. Oh my God. Look over here. A whale just came up over there and spouted up out of the water. I want to get really close, but I can't. You've got to stay at least 100 yards away from them, and you can't get in their path. So I'm basically stuck right here. I say we get a little bit closer, just a little bit, and see where he comes up again. He's gonna come up any second now. Just wait for it. Right there. See him? Oh my God. Okay, look at. That's the fluke. That is not an orca. That is definitely not an orca. That is a freaking gray whale. Oh my God. It's so rare to see those up here. So this guy literally just came up from the south of California, going all the way up to the Arctic, and he just decided to stop here in the Sound. Okay, there's another one, right over there. There it is, right there. Oh my God. What a rare find to see a gray whale navigating its way north that just decided to stop off and enjoy some of this life. The thing that I find most interesting about the San Juan Islands in particular is that there are thousands upon thousands of creatures and organisms living just feet below my kayak. And these converging currents, the currents in the San Juan Islands, you would have to go halfway across the world to Indonesia just to see currents like this. See, now if you look right out over here, there's a whirlpool, and you don't really want to get caught in one of those. But right where I'm at, there's some nice flat water. So it kind of speaks to the nature of this area.
With a few sea lions watching, I enter the turbulent waters of Cattle Pass. This pass drains the entire San Juan Channel, so tidal currents reach 8 knots. It felt like straddling the edge of where the ocean meets the sea.
Let's get crazy!
At this point, I'm reminded how sea kayaking can take physical exertion, recreation, and danger and mash them up into an exhilarating thrill ride.
So this is the point where we really want to keep the kayak angled right into these waves. I don't want to get spun around, and I definitely don't want to get sucked into these eddies. They'll just spin you in circles and take you where they want you to go. So I just want to keep paddling, keep my bearings straight ahead. And definitely not roll. Whew. These waves will just come up to the bow of my boat, knock it sideways, and I'll start to tilt. Like that right there. But I've got to be careful about leaning. What I actually want to do is slap the water, and that'll get me back up to level. Come on. Kind of got to dig in just to keep it straight. Whew. Starts to get to you a little bit. There we go. Well, digging in right here. At this point, I'm using all of my core strength. God, just to keep this thing balanced. Oh man. Yeah, this is some freaking tough stuff. Just keep going. Oh man. Dig in right here. It's like I can't paddle enough on one side to keep me straight. If we can just keep going straight through this surf, we'll be all right. If this thing kicks me sideways, we're screwed. Getting tired. Come on. Okay, a little bit of calm water, and then it's gonna pick up again. Yeah, here it comes. Quick breather. All right, gonna have to dig in again. Here we go. Man, core is just shot right now. It's like I've been doing ab rollers for 50 minutes. Perfect timing to hit my funny bone. Gotta be kidding me. Oh, almost lost it there. I can see up ahead here, there's a little bit kicking me sideways. Come on, there we go, straight. I've got about 100 yards more. If I could just get the kayak to do what I want it to, this would be a lot easier. Now's the part we've just got to get through this and dig deep. Okay. About 20 minutes of straight paddling. Took me about 1.5 miles right through Cattle Pass. And I'm beat. Got a couple more miles till I get to my next destination, but thinking of just cruising from this point on. Take my time, enjoy the scenery. Let's do it.
Playtime in the San Juans continues, with some survival tactics thrown into, as the wildlife rocks on.
Touchdown!
The Wildlife is presented by Fred Meyer.
This is really cool right now. The water's kind of died down. And all around this bay here, there's just seals kind of surfacing, looking at me, swiveling their heads, and then diving back down.
The common seal is sometimes called the harbor seal, and they are just as curious about us as we are about them.
Besides just the wildlife out here and all of the animals and plant life, there's also the water. And you can't you really can't ignore the water. And I keep thinking about the connection that I'm feeling lately with the history of this area. I mean, hundreds of years ago when the Native Americans lived in these islands, the mode of transportation from island to island was canoes and kayaks. These kayaks are state of the art, man. These things are sweet. I work these two pedals, and they're what angle my kayak in the different directions. So at first, you know, it's a little rough, just kind of a jerky motion, but then you kind of settle into your groove. It's just kind of this fluid torso movement. You want to turn and move. I mean, there's a little bit of burn in the shoulders, but on the most part, I feel it in my abdomen, my torso. And because you're using that to stabilize like this, and you're also using it to twist. So it's kind of this, you know, this 360-degree movement, and your entire torso is controlling everything. Well, this is it. This is Jones Island. We're only a couple hundred yards away from the beach that we're going to be docking on. Jones Island is 1/2 preserve, 1/2 state park. These islands are so beautiful. Look at this. It's like you take an island from the South Pacific, which actually is where these things started. You know, plate tectonics shoved them all the way up here. You drop them in the Northwest, and you cover them with beautiful trees and crazy cool wildlife. Touchdown! Here we are. What do you say we go set up some camp, make some food? So I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry. Human-powered watercraft. These were the engines that got us here. This is actually a 4-season tent, so I could leave this bad boy up even if it was snowing outside. One more side pole. This is such a sweet little system. Put the pole inside there on both sides, and then you just push, and this will catch and stand it up. And then these two are for stability. And that's gonna pull the walls out so you get a little more space inside. Like a rock. Let's go eat some dinner. So you just sit here every day.
In the summer, I'm here probably about 5:30 in the morning. You never know what you're going to see here. You never know what you're going to see here. Even in the fall and the winter, we have stellar sea lions that come into the area, and it's very common to see a stellar sea lion swimming along close to shore here as they're going north.
Jeannie Hyde sees just about everything on the western shore of San Juan Island, particularly whales.
In the summer, I'm here probably about 5:30 in the morning because sometimes the whales will come by really early, and it's extremely special when they come by that early. Sometimes they won't, so I'm just here all day. And I know them by sight, so I know Granny and Ruffles, and the kids are going to...
Jeannie doesn't name them personally. It's part of a movement to protect the orcas.
Back in 1983, the Canadian government was being requested to issue a permit for more captures of killer whales. And so some people got together and said, let's name them because it will help change the perception that people have. And so one of the things too is that people are very, very touched by these whales. When they see them, it's life-changing. It's amazing, not just for me, but for lots and lots of people.
I love the view.
Yeah.
I could sit here every day. I can only imagine what it would be like if there was just some orcas swimming through here.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we saw a gray
I
whale
was gonna
today, which
say,
is
yes.
incredibly rare. When's the last time you saw a gray whale?
The last time I saw a gray whale was actually on Mother's Day 2009. For you to see a gray whale in San Juan Channel today outside of Friday Harbor is 100% more spectacular because it just
so
doesn't
rare.
happen. Yeah, it just doesn't happen. So that's totally awesome.
It was pretty amazing.
I bet it was
pretty amazing.
Yeah, pretty spectacular.
Go to Limekiln State Park most any day, and you're likely to encounter the very sweet and dedicated whale watcher, Jeannie Hyde.
And for dinner, we have mac and cheese. Kayaker's dinner. You just gotta boil some water. Pull out your food. And you dump it back in the pouch. This is the part that gets really complicated. You ready for this? Ever so carefully. And in 5 minutes, we dump this in, stir it up, and we've got dinner. And stir it up. And it's dinner in a bag. Brought to you by Coleman Foods.
Dear grandfather, you told me about the San Juan Islands, but I never expected this. A gray whale stopped by for a visit, and we fought our way through rough seas to find the calm, glassy paradise. Next time, I'll race you to Jones Island, and the loser cooks dinner. Love, Jeremy.
Come on. If I could just get the kayak to do what I want it to.
The Wildlife has been presented by Fred Meyer.